Welcome. Happy Tuesday. You guys feeling okay?
Yeah.
All right. So today we'll do a little flow of vinyasa too, but really focus on our hamstrings. You have 2 blocks and a strap. I'll give you options on when to use them. If you want to use them at different times, feel free. If it doesn't make sense for you to use them, you don't have to, but they're there to be helpful if you want them. Cool? All right, let's start lying on our backs today. So get really comfortable. Close your eyes. And allow your body to relax into your mat, into the ground below you. And just start to check in. Notice how you're feeling physically. Notice what you're thinking about or where your mind is this afternoon. And notice your breath. Let your breath get really loud. And find a constant rhythm for your inhales and your exhales. Shifting toward your ujjayi breath. So you're breathing in and out of your nose and you're creating a sound in the back of your throat. As much as you can, try and keep your breath steady for this entire practice. Keeping the same length of inhales, of exhales. And really using your breath as a guide for when you can go a little bit deeper, push a little bit further. And when it gets choppy, when you need to back off, take a break. Blink your eyes open, reach your arms over your head, get as long as you can, big long stretch. You can tickle the person's toes behind you. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Roll your wrists, your ankles. Find all those little movements that feel really good in your body. And draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Wrap your arms around your shins and lift your forehead into your knees. Squeeze tight into a ball. Relax your head down. Place your hands on top of your kneecaps and give your low back a little massage by drawing some circles. Yeah. In one direction and then in the opposite direction. You can rock a little side to side if that feels good. Reach your arms out wide in a T or make cactus arms. And let your feet come up so your legs are on an imaginary tabletop, knees right above your hips. Now we'll take a big breath in here. As you exhale with control, let your knees fall to your right without touching the ground. Use your core. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take your knees to your left. One more time in each direction. Breathe in. Exhale to your right. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale to your left. Come back to center, breathe in. This time exhale, let your knees fall all the way to the ground on your right side. And take an easy spinal twist. You can look toward your left hand if that feels okay on your neck. Really breathe into your low back. So a lot of times our low back is tight. It causes our hamstrings to be tight or vice versa. So breathe where you feel constriction, where you feel like you could open up more space. Come back to center. Inhale, lift your knees. Exhale, take your knees all the way to the left. Same thing, other side. Find a little twist. You can look over your right shoulder toward your hand. Breathe into your low back, your hip, your glutes. Come back to center. Bring your hands behind your knees and start to rock forward and back on your spine, tailbone to shoulders 2 or 3 times. We'll just find a comfortable seated position with your legs crossed, if that feels okay on your low back, on your knees. Reach your arms up to the sky. Take a big breath in. Exhale, stretch your fingertips all the way out in front toward your mat or toward the ground, and then crawl them as far as you can go. Relax your head and your neck. Keep breathing where you're tight. Lock your hands in, lift your chest, and then switch your legs so the awkward foot comes in front. Same thing, cross-legged. Reach your arms to the sky, breathe in. And exhale, stretch your hands all the way out in front one more time. Crawl your fingers as far as you can. Relax your head and your neck. Really breathe into your low back and your hips. One more big breath. And then find your way to hands and knees. You're welcome to walk your hands in. Swing your legs behind you, or you can simply roll over your feet and find a tabletop. Awesome. Spread your fingers really wide, stack your shoulders right above your wrists, hips right above your knees. Lift your tailbone, drop your belly, roll your shoulders back, breathe in, look up for cow. Exhale for cat, press into your hands, tuck your chin, and round through your spine. Twice more like that. Drop your belly, shoulders back, big inhale, nice long stretch. Exhale, press into your hands, tuck your chin, and round. Beautiful breath. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Come to a neutral spine as you breathe in. And exhale, draw your knees together so they touch. We'll extend your right leg behind you, but keep your foot on the ground. So start with your toes down behind you and start to rock a little bit back. Press through your heel, rock a little forward, come over your fingertips, over your wrists. Find a stretch through the back of your leg. Next time your weight is over your hands, reach your foot off the ground like you're stamping your foot into a back wall. Lift your belly button and take your left arm out in front. Stretch really long. Think of hugging toward the midline of your body. If this is fine, stay here. If you want a little bit more, bend your knee, reach back to find your foot. If you can find your foot, kick back, and even look over your left shoulder to challenge your balance. It's okay if you fall, keep breathing. Release your foot if you have it. Inhale, extend. Exhale, you're going to release just your hands to the ground. Tuck your left toes under and take your right leg to the sky for a down dog splits. Inhale. As you exhale, first 2 toes of your right foot come around your left heel, your Achilles, and gently press your right heel down to find more of a stretch through your left leg. Nice, breathe. Take your right leg to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, big step forward between your hands. Stay low, inhale, look forward. Exhale, use your core, step your left foot all the way up to meet your right. Lift halfway up, inhale, hands to your shins. Exhale, fold, relax everything down to the ground. Inhale, rise to standing arms to the sky. Stand tall. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach out and up, look up. Exhale, dive forward, hinge from your hips. Halfway lift, breathe in, hands to your shins. Exhale, bring your fingertips down, step your right foot back first, and then your left for a high plank upper push-up. Hold here, shift a little bit forward and back into your fingers, back toward your heels. Keep breathing. Inhale, come forward over your wrists. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway down. Up dog, inhale, roll your shoulders back. Downward facing dog, exhale, lift your hips to the sky. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Nice, one more, breathe in. Make some noise, let it out. And then pedal out your feet a little bit. Notice what your legs feel like. You can sway side to side with your hips. Really spread your fingers, press into your fingertips. And always keep breathing. Next, inhale, gently lower your knees to your mat. And exhale, draw your knees together so they touch. So we'll do the same thing you did on the other side. Take your left leg behind you. Start with your toes on the ground, off your mat, or right at the back of your mat. And just gently press back through your heel and shift forward into your fingers. Yeah, nice little stretch through the back of your leg. Keep breathing. And the next time your weight is over your wrist, you can float your foot, strong core, and reach your right arm forward. So think of lengthening, stretching, drawing everything into the center of your body, really engaging your core, your back muscles. Stay there or bend your knee and find your foot. You can kick back if you can find your foot. You can even look over your right shoulder, challenge your balance a little bit more. Nice tail. Release your foot if you have it. Inhale, extend. Exhale, just your hand to the ground. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, down dog splits, left leg to the sky. And then exhale, first two toes of your left foot come to your right heel and gently press down. Find a little stretch. So your leg might be straight, your knee might be bent. Either way is cool. Just breathe where it's tight. One more. Left leg high, breathe in. Exhale, step between your hands. Stay low, inhale, look forward, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, really big step up, right foot meets your left. Use your core muscles to gently lift. Nice. Halfway up, breathe in, shoulders out of your ears. Exhale, fold, relax everything down. Rise to standing, arms float to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach out and up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Halfway lift, breathe in. This time, exhale your fingertips down. Step back with your left foot first, then your right. High plank, upper push-up. And same thing, hold here. Find some gentle rocks forward and back. Notice what your legs are saying, your shoulders, your wrists. Bring weight forward, breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga, hug your elbows in, lower halfway. Up dog as you inhale, you got it. Really open up your chest, shoulders back. And downward facing dog, exhale, hips to the sky. Take a big breath in through your nose. Stick out your tongue and let it out through your mouth. Yeah, release some heat. One more, breathe in. Stick out your tongue, let it out. Come onto your tippy toes as you inhale. Exhale, let your heels drop to your right and your toes to the left. So you're on the outside edge of your right foot, inside edge of your left foot. Yeah, keep pressing your hips up and back. Feel what that feels like here. Back onto your tippy toes as you inhale. Exhale, heels left, toes to the right. Back up, breathe in. Exhale, melt your heels toward the ground. No worries if they never touch. You're just working in that direction to stretch the back of your legs. Draw your feet together so your big toes touch. Take your right leg up, breathe in. Exhale, big step forward between your hands. Stay low. So if you want, you have blocks. You can bring one on either side of your foot, or your fingertips can stay on the ground. As you inhale, start to reach your chest forward. Drop your hips a little bit. Find some length through your spine. And as you exhale, lift your hips like a modified pyramid. Start to straighten out your right leg. It may never go straight, that's cool. Twice more. Bend your knee, breathe in, look forward, long spine. Exhale, lift and stretch. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Deep bend into your knee, inhale, look forward. Exhale to a standing splits, left leg to the sky. So you might walk your fingertips forward, bring them on a block if you like. Yeah, you can always bend your right leg. If you want to play with extra balance, try bringing your hands to your right ankle or calf. Nice, Danny. And breathe. Awesome, Caroline. One more inhale. Exhale, release your feet together, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, let it go. Bend your right knee a lot. Crawl your fingers as far as you can to the right and lean your hips a little bit to your left. So your feet might be together or you might find that hip distance is more comfortable. You're always welcome to adjust. And then take it to the other side. Fingertips to your left, bend your left knee a lot, lean your hips a little bit to your right. Come back to center, lift halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, step or hop back through Chaturanga up dog, or you can always just meet us in downward facing dog. And really try and notice today, if you normally step back with one foot first, if you can kind of mix it up, find some balance in your body. Any movements in down dog are really nice. Pedal out your feet, sway side to side. Don't feel like you have to be still, or you have to make it look the same or feel the same every time. Yeah, draw your big toes together. We'll take left leg to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, step between your hands. Same thing, feel free to bring your hands to blocks, or if it's more comfortable on your fists or on your fingertips, you can do that. As you inhale, reach your chest forward, lower your hips a little bit. And as you exhale, lift your hips, find a little stretch through your left hamstring. Like a modified pyramid. 2 more, left knee bends, breathe in, look forward, find more length as you inhale, stretch your heart forward. Beautiful, exhale, lift, release your head and neck. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Deep bend, breathe in, look forward. Standing splits as you exhale, so weight moves to your left toes. You might crawl your fingers forward or use a block, right leg to the sky. So there's no right or wrong. There may be goals that you have for your practice, but see if you can notice what your body needs. If balance is the way to go, hands to your ankle, your calf. If this is enough of a stretch, stay there. Nice, Skylar. Keep breathing a little louder. One more inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way to standing arms, reach up to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Take a second here, notice what your body feels like, find all those little adjustments, your stance, your clothing, whatever you need physically. Adjust where your mind is, what you're thinking about, bring it back to your breath, and make your breath really nice and smooth again, strong and steady. Blink your eyes open, reach your arms to the sky, breathe in, stand tall. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands down, step back, high plank, upper push-up. Hold there, keep breathing. You can always drop your knees down if that's helpful. Shift forward as you inhale. And lower all the way to your belly as you exhale, Chaturanga down. We'll take 3 cobras, so press into the tops of your feet. Peel your heart off your mat, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more time, breathe in, maybe hover your hands, hug your elbows. And exhale, release. Press back to a child's pose and give yourself a little break here. Close your eyes and reconnect. If you guys want some water, you can take some water. If you need to adjust or go to the bathroom, go for it. And know that you're about halfway through your little flow. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, draw your knees together to touch. Like we did before, extend your right leg behind you and stretch your left arm out in front. Find a breath in here. Exhale, just release your hand. Tuck your left toes under. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky, down dog splits. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Take any movements that feel nice. You might draw some circles, get into your hip joint. You might bend and straighten or point your leg out to the side. So everything's connected right in our body. Sometimes tight hamstrings, pull on your hips, your low back. Just notice what you feel. Extend your right leg long, breathe in. Exhale, big step forward between your hands. Stay low. Again, feel free to find your blocks. We'll take that same flow 2 times. Reach your chest forward. Inhale, drop your hips. Exhale, lift your hips, find a stretch. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. And now we'll mix it up. As you inhale, bend your knee, rise to a crescent lunge. Exhale, hold here, sink a little deeper into your legs. So notice if you can send your left hip forward and your right hip back. Nice, relax your shoulders down your back, breathe a little louder. One more inhale. Warrior 2, as you exhale, left heel pivots down, fingertips reach forward and back. Take a peek down, make sure your heels are sort of in alignment or heel to arch. You can see your right big toe. Yeah, feel free to bend and straighten, that's where we're going. Right leg straight, arms together overhead, big breath in. Exhale, warrior 2, sink a little deeper. 2 more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, get low. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Straighten out your right leg, take a reverse triangle. So left arm stretches down your back leg, right arm to the sky, hold and breathe. Come back up to a neutral spine. And feel free to adjust your feet. So I personally like my feet a little closer for triangle. Think of clicking your hips to the back wall. Stretch your right arm as far forward as you can, and then tick-tock your right hand either to your shin, your block, or the ground. Left arm to the sky. Yeah, really engage your quadriceps, so lift your kneecap. That'll help release your hamstring. And lean back like there's an imaginary wall behind you. Breathe. One more breath in. As you exhale, bend your right knee, release your fingertips around your right foot. You can lift your back heel so you're in a lunge. Inhale, look forward, long spine. Exhale, standing splits, left foot to the sky. Use your block if you want it. Hands can come to your ankle or calf for balance. Or if you want to play with a little handstand, plant your palms and start to lean over your wrists. Reach your left leg to the sky and let your right leg follow. Yeah. So we've been lengthening through your hamstrings. Try and use a nice lift through your left leg. Press into your fingers. Try one more, you got it. And release to a forward fold, feet together. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, relax down. Rise to standing, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale right into a forward fold, hinge from your hips. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step or hop back, chaturanga, through up dog, or just meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale, lower your knees to your mat for a tabletop. Exhale, draw your knees together so they touch. This time, take your left leg behind you and float your right arm out in front. One big breath in, stretch. Exhale, release just your hand. Tuck your right toes, inhale your left leg to the sky, down dog splits. And exhale, open up your hip, bend into your knee. Find again any little movements that feel good here. Some circles, roll your ankle, get into your hip, or just bend and straighten. Extend your left leg long, point your toes down to square your hips, breathe in. Exhale, big step forward between your hands. Use your blocks if you like them. Inhale, reach your heart forward, long spine, sink your hips a little. Exhale, lift your hips, find a stretch through your hamstring. One more time, breathe in, bend, look forward. Exhale, lift and stretch. Deep bend, rise to crescent lunge, inhale, press through your feet, lift your arms. And use your exhale to adjust. So notice where your hip bones point, how strong your legs are. If you can lift your belly button, relax your face. You get these like serious mean mugs on, right? Take a big breath in. Open out to warrior two, exhale. So again, notice here where you can adjust to find more stability, a little bit more ease in your pose. And then 3 times we'll flow. Left leg straight, palms together over your head. Breathe in. Exhale to warrior two. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Reverse triangle, left leg straight, stretch up and back, and we'll hold and breathe. So really get long through your sides, relax your shoulders. Back to neutral spine, take an inhale, feel free to adjust your back foot. And as you exhale, find your triangle trikonasana, click your hips back, stretch as far forward as you can, and then left hand down to your shin, a block or the ground, right arm to the sky. So if your butt's sticking out a lot, lift out of it a little bit. You don't have to go as far. Lean back, breathe deeper. And notice where you can engage a little bit more, where you can let go a little bit more. So good. One more big breath in. Release your hands around your left foot, bend your left knee. Exhale, lift your right heel. Take an inhale, look forward. You got it. Exhale to standing splits. Right leg to the sky. Find balance, play with your handstand. Lots of options here. Eventually, when we get our hamstrings so loose, you can just lift one leg to the sky and the other follows for a handstand. That's it. Squeeze your inner thighs when you get there. Keep breathing for 2. 1 more. Falling is trying, right? Forward fold. Beautiful. You're welcome. Come halfway up. Breathe in. Nice tail. Exhale, fold. Let it go. Let's take 1 more like that. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, fold. Stay in a forward fold. Find your blocks. So you should have 2. You're going to bring 1 in front of you and place your foot on the other one. So let's start with left foot on a block. So kind of slide a block underneath your left foot. Hands to a block in front of you. And just play with starting to straighten out your legs. Find a little bit of a stretch. If you don't need the block, you don't have to use it. Yeah, nice nozzle. You can always come onto your right toes. Lift your heel a little. One more breath. And then switch. Bring your right foot onto the block. Let your left foot come to the ground. You can always move your block up a step so it's on that long ways, or even to the highest step so it's on the short way. And find a little stretch. Maybe left heel presses down. Breathe. Slide the block out from under. You can move both blocks to the side of your mat, doesn't matter which way. And bring your feet about hip distance apart. You're going to wrap your first 2 fingers around your big toes for a yogi toe lock. Padahastasana. Yeah. So make a little loop with your first 2 fingers around your big toes. Come halfway up, breathe in. As you exhale, fold yourself a little deeper. Knees can always bend here as much as you need. A nice deep bend will release your low back. A straighter leg will get more into your hamstrings, but sometimes you need to start with your low back and then get into your hamstrings. So you're going to keep your left hand on your big toe, reach your right hand to your right hip, and see if you can come to standing, carrying your left leg with you. So I advise starting with your knee bent. If you're super open, you might extend your leg out in front straight. Try to drop your left hip down, so notice if it wants to crank up. Yeah, if you're holding onto your big toe and it's not accessible or comfortable to extend your leg, switch your left hand to your left knee. Knee or big toe, you're going to slowly open your leg out to the left. Stay strong through your core, really press through your right foot. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If you want an extra challenge on your balance, look over your right shoulder. You can always extend your right arm out to the side. Bring it back to center. You're going to switch hands. Right hand to the outside edge of your knee or foot. Left arm extends behind you and slowly start to turn toward your left fingertips. It's okay if you fall out of it. Come right back. Breathe a little louder. Turn your body to center. Release your foot, but keep it floating out in front. Breathe in. And exhale, cross your left ankle over your right foot. Take a forward fold with ankles crossed, hands to the ground or to a block, and bend your knees as much as you need. Relax your head and your neck. Nod yes as you breathe in. And shake your head no as you breathe out. One more. Nod it yes. And shake it no. You're going to play with a little crossed ankle crow just to throw some arm balances in here. So plant your palms in front of you. Come onto your tippy toes and open your knees out wide to the sides. This may be plenty. If you want to take crow pose, try and slide your knees into your triceps. So knees open out wide to the sides of your mat. There you go. Squeeze your ankles. Press into your fingers. Look more forward than down. You're going to go where you look. If you look down, your head will crash into the ground. And then play with hopping back chaturanga. Up dog to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths to pedal out through your feet. Sway a little side to side. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to your hands. Spread your feet about hip distance, lift halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, fold, and this time Padahastasana, so foot to hand. You're going to slide your palms underneath your feet facing up so that your toes reach to your wrist creases. Bend your knees as much as you need here. Some people call this gorilla pose. Inhale, create a little bit of length through your spine. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Yeah, relax your head. Feel free to press into your toes. Give your wrists a little stretch. Nice breath. One more. Slide your hands out. Bring your right first two fingers around your big toes like you did before. Left hand to your left hip. You're going to see if you can come to standing. Carry your right leg with you this time. Either knee bent or leg straight. And then if it's accessible, you can start to extend your leg in front. But don't lose the stability in your hips. So try and drop your right hip in line with your left. You can always switch your hand to your knee. And then gently open your knee or your leg out to the right. Again, notice if your hip wants to hike up. For extra balance, left arm out wide. For extra challenge, turn to your left fingertips. Back to center, switch hands. Feel free to come back if you missed us or lost us. Right arm behind you. Left hand to the outside edge of your knee or foot. And slowly maybe turn your gaze back toward your fingertips. Keep breathing. Back to center, release your foot or knee, lift your foot a little higher, breathe in. Exhale, cross your right ankle over your left and dive forward. Relax your head, your neck, bend your knees as much as you need. Nod yes as you breathe in. And shake it no as you breathe out. One more breath here. And then again, try your crossed ankle crow pose. Palms flat, knees open out wide. So you can always bring your feet onto a block if that's helpful. And this time, if you want to get crazy, you're going to take it into a headstand. So you might even scoot back on your mat a little bit. So you don't have to lift quite as high if you're going into a headstand. You can gently tuck your chin into your chest and let the top of your head slowly come down to your mat. Nice, Svelta. Try and keep your ankles crossed as you lift all the way up to your headstand. If you're going to fall, draw your knees into your chest. Remember to breathe and lift your shoulders out of your ears. It's down dog when you're ready, but there's no rush. You can come back through a crow, knees down, or you can drop halfway into a pike and land in chaturanga. The name of the game is as much control as possible. That's why we use our breath so much. It may not always feel like that, and that's part of this practice. Take a really big breath in through your nose. Flutter your lips, let it out like a horse. Again, breathe in, flutter it out. Big toes together, reach your right leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Drop your left knee down to your mat. We'll take a half splits or a full split. So again, you have blocks. You can shift your weight back over your left knee, extend your right leg out straight, flex your toes. Hands to blocks if that helps. Or even stick a block underneath your thigh if you want full splits, or underneath your hands to support. So what tends to happen is your back foot is going to pull your left hip back. See if you can bring both hip bones back to face center. So keep breathing. Let breath move where you're tight. Each inhale creates space. Each exhale takes you a little bit deeper. Never forcing, just finding where you can open up a little bit more. Try one more. And then take it to pigeon with your right shin at the top of your mat. So you can bend into your knee, shimmy your foot over, drop your shin. If your hips are really tight, slide a block underneath your right butt cheek. Create length to sit up taller. And then exhale, feel free to crawl your hands in front, go deeper. You can always twist, you can always back bend in this pose. As long as you're breathing, it's all good. One more full breath. Walk your hands in, tuck your left toes under, and send your right leg to the sky for a down dog splits. Shake out your leg, find any little movements that feel good. You can flip over for a wild thing as long as you don't kick your neighbor. You can draw some circles, bend and straighten. We'll meet in down dog when you feel ready, no rush at all. Vinyasa is a nice reset. Or just hang out here, pedal out, sway a little side to side. Big toes together, left leg to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, send your foot forward between your hands and drop your right knee down. Same thing, half or full splits, Hanumanasana or Ardha Hanumanasana for your half. Start to extend your left leg as straight as it'll go, flex your toes. Really think of lifting again your kneecap to engage your quadricep. That'll release your hamstring a little more. Use your blocks, yeah. One side may feel totally different. Just notice where your hips are pointing, bring them back to center. And then find your way to pigeon with your left shin at the top of your mat. Go backwards 7. You can use a block underneath your left butt cheek. You can also take your hands to blocks, that's kind of nice too. Create some length as you breathe in. And exhale, go a little bit deeper. You can always stay a few more breaths if you need a little bit deeper of a stretch. Otherwise, gently walk your hands in, lift your chest. Tuck your right toes and float your left leg up to the sky, down dog splits. Shake it out, open up wild thing or pedal around. Get some blood flowing into your hip, your knee, your ankle. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Last one of this practice to make it feel really good. Doesn't matter really what it looks like. Check in. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop through to a seated position. Extend your legs in front of you. So lots of options here. You have your strap. We're going to take a seated forward fold or Paschimottanasana. Knees can stay bent, legs can be straight. You can loop the strap around your feet or even stick a block back there if you're flexible. Wherever you are, try and sit up really tall with a flat back, breathe in. And then exhale, start to lean forward over your legs. So the goal is more belly to thighs than your head down. See if you can keep your shoulders out of your ears. Yeah, and just go to your own extent what feels good. Beautiful variations. Breathe into the tightness. Inhales open up space and exhales take you a little bit deeper. We kind of throw all the stuff we don't want to deal with to our back bodies, our hamstrings, our backs. So just notice if stuff comes up here. Breathe it out. One more. Slowly release. Scoot your bottom a little bit forward and roll down onto your back. Keep your strap pretty handy, so if it's far away, you might scoot it close to you. Bend your right knee and loop your strap around the bottom of your foot so you can reach your right foot to the sky. You might be super flexible and can hold on to your big toe, or it might be just as comfortable to reach behind your hamstring or your calf. Extend your left leg out long. Imagine you're standing on it, kind of like we did at that standing stretch. And then just gently pull your leg a little bit closer. So again, if you want to bend your knee and that feels good, do that. If you want to take some movement in your hip socket or point and flex your toes, roll your ankle, do that. If you move around, notice what changes in the stretch and breathe into it. You have your strap, both sides of the strap to your right hand, open it out to the right, and extend either your left arm out long to the left or cactus. Yeah, it doesn't have to touch the ground. Try and glue your right hip bone down if you can. Left hip bone down, how about that? Take it across your body, switch arms. Strap to your left hand. Look to your right. You find a twist here. Breathe. Bring it back up to center. Slide your left foot in next to your right into the strap. And then release your right foot down to your mat. Got it, you got a tight one. Same thing, gently pull your left leg in. Try and activate your right leg so it's not just hanging out loosey-goosey. Any movement you like. Point, flex, draw some circles, bend. Maybe notice how this side is different than the other side. And open your leg out to the left. Both sides of the strap to your left hand. Right arm can extend long. This time you can glue your right hip down. Keep breathing. Lift your leg up, switch hands, strap to your right hand, left arm extends. Full spinal twist here. Breathe a little bit deeper. Lift it back up. You can slip the strap off of your foot, put it down to the side. Bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Rock side to side or draw circles in the sky. Find a happy baby, hands to the inside or outside edges of your feet, and really press your knees down toward the ground outside your ribs. Try and get long through your low back. If you can, extend your sacrum down to the ground. If it feels good, you can stretch out one leg, ninja baby, and then the other, or even both at the same time. And then take 1 minute, check in, figure out what else your body wants before Shavasana. Take it, and then get really comfortable. Shavasana can look like anything. You can be on your back, which is traditional, on your side or your belly. See if you can lift your heart off your mat and snuggle your shoulders down your back a little bit more. Yeah, either palms facing up or one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Take a big breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth and make some noise. One more time, big breath in, and let it out. Allow yourself to find a sense of stillness. You're always welcome to stay here a little bit longer. I like to take a nice 10-minute Shavasana, so don't feel like you have to get up. But if you're ready, as you're ready, take little wiggles through your fingers and your toes. Notice as your awareness comes back to your physical body. Let your breath get deeper. Stretch your arms over your head, get really long. And with your eyes closed, find your way to a comfortable seat. You might roll to one side, press yourself up. Sit up really tall here. Relax your shoulders down out of your ears. And one last time, check in. How do you feel physically? How do you feel mentally? What's your energy level like now? Bring your palms together in front of your heart. And gently bow your head to seal in this practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You feel okay?
Yeah.
Sweet.